Hello, and welcome to The Hub. I'm your host, Kathleen Foley. Thank you for joining us. Today we'll be discussing the UMass men's roller hockey team. We have here with us today Shawn Lapp. Thank you for being here, Shawn.
Thanks for having me on.
So, to get us started, why don't you tell us what roller hockey is and how it differs from ice hockey, a sport that people are probably a lot more familiar with?
Yeah, so roller hockey is played 4-on-4 as opposed to 5-on-5 with ice hockey. It's played on an indoor tile surface, same ice hockey rink dimensions. We also use a rubber puck, and it's obviously played on rollerblades. We have no offside rule and no icing, so it kind of spreads the game out down the floor. And players wear less pads, no shoulder pads or hockey pants, because there's no checking.
That's interesting. How did you start playing?
So I started when I was in 8th grade as just an off-season sport from ice hockey, and from there I just kept playing and used it to hone my ice hockey skills, and now playing in college.
Is that common for ice hockey players to find out about roller hockey and kind of do both or choose one over the other?
Yeah, for some players, depending where you are in the country, if you have summer ice hockey, a lot of guys don't know about roller hockey. Like up here in New England, it's not very big, but where I'm from, we don't have a lot of summer ice hockey, so guys use that in their off season to just keep playing hockey because it's about the love of the game and less about whether you're on ice or not.
That's cool. And is this a club sport that you play on here?
Yep, yeah, we're a club team. We started in 2009 and been going ever since. We started in Division 4. And we spent a couple years in Division 2, and we won the national championship then in 2016, and now we've been in Division 1 for the past 2 years.
Awesome. Sounds like you guys are doing well. Is there a professional roller hockey league?
There's none in the U.S. that pay players like the NHL, but overseas in Spain and France and some of the European countries, they have smaller professional leagues where guys don't make a whole lot of money, but they do it because they can keep playing and get paid to do it.
So you've been playing for a while, but how did you hear about it here at UMass?
So when I was looking at colleges, I just took a look at what ice hockey and roller hockey teams they had for me to play on when I went, and I saw UMass, and I saw that they were doing pretty well, so I decided to reach out and see if I could try out for them.
Oh, awesome. And where do you guys practice?
So we practice about a half hour north of here, up in Orange, Massachusetts, right up 202. It's a small indoor rink that not exactly the greatest rink that we compared to the others we play at, but it gets a job done.
Yeah, is that annoying or challenging having to go a half hour either, I don't know how many times a week that you guys have to go out there?
Yeah, it's tough. With it being so far away, we only practice once a week, and a lot of guys, especially the freshmen, don't have cars, so we have to organize carpools for every practice, and with the surface being so different compared to what we normally play on, it's a little bit of a learning curve going from practicing on that to playing in our real games.
So are your real games not played at that arena? Are they played somewhere else?
No, we don't have any home games in Western Mass. Our closest are in Rhode Island and in Dracut, but we do festival-style games. So you'd go to a neutral location for a weekend and play 3 to 4 games against different teams that also make the trip. And that's just how we do our season. We do 4 of those a semester.
Oh, that's how your season works, by tournaments?
Yeah, they're not exactly tournaments. There's no championship game or anything like that. It's just you play the games and you go home, and then cumulatively you add up the standings.
Okay. And how do you guys get finances for all the things that add up, like uniforms and travel expenses and everything like that?
Yeah, so some of it comes from the school, but the majority of it comes from fundraising or players' dues. Players pay for their uniforms out of pocket. The season fees get split about 50-50 with team funding, and then when it comes time to travel, make long trips for nationals or a regional tournament, we do fundraisers and have our friends come out and help support the team.
That's good. What challenges do you feel the team faces?
So with a lot of guys being from New England and not having played roller hockey or even known about roller hockey before coming to college, it's a big transition for the new guys. So every year we get a good group of new guys who are all skilled hockey players, but they still need to adapt to the roller hockey game. So the first semester is a big learning curve and just feeling out the game and learning how to play for a lot of those guys.
Seems like you guys really have to be passionate about it to be on the team, with all the traveling and the expenses. Do you feel that you guys become pretty close, become pretty good friends from the team?
Oh yeah, our team has a lot of chemistry between each other. We've all been friends for years. We've played together, and yeah, traveling together, especially when you're carpooling 4 to 5 guys in a car, you get really close, and you're traveling 4 times a semester together. Yeah, we have a pretty close-knit group of guys, and, playing with the same guys for 3 years, we've all become pretty much best friends. It's awesome.
Cool. And back to actual this season, what kind of expectations do you have for the team this year?
Yeah, so last year we came off a pretty disappointing season. We finished in the Sweet 16, got eliminated in a 10-1 game against the team that eventually lost the national championship. We'd like to make it farther this year. We want to make it back to the national tournament and hopefully make a deep run and surprise some teams, maybe a Final Four, even a championship bid.
Awesome. And what position are you?
I play defense. Yeah.
Just of the four.
Yep.
And is there a coach for the team? What kind of structure does it have? Captains, maybe?
So yeah, me and the president of the team are co-captains on the team, and we also have this coach who is my roommate. He's a student here. He played freshman year, and now he's coaching. So we don't really have a formal coach. Our practices are kind of player-run, and we just compete with each other to try and keep the intensity high. And yeah, it's pretty informal in that sense.
Yeah, do you find it difficult kind of having to coach your peers? You guys are friends on that level, but then sometimes you might have to step up as a captain standard. Is that difficult?
Yeah, it's definitely tough to walk the line. Running practice, everyone knows what they have to do, and I've been playing roller hockey for a while, so it's nice to have that background experience to know what stuff we have to work on as a team that they may not be able to see from just playing for the past 3 years or 4 years.
Well, it sounds like you guys have a pretty good thing going. How can people get involved, whether it's trying out for the team or maybe coming to support or maybe just hearing of new events, anything like that?
Yeah, so we're on Twitter at UMass RH. Anyone interested in supporting the team, trying out, definitely go follow us. If you want to try out, shoot us a DM. We're more than willing to have interested players come out and skate with us at practices to see what the team's about and get used to skating. It's nice to have that advantage before you try out. If you're looking to support the team, we do 2 fundraisers a year, one in the fall and one in the spring at a local bar to raise money for our travels and stuff. So be on the lookout for that. We spread that on our Facebook and Twitter pages. And we have an event in Drake, Massachusetts in January. So anyone looking to come watch us in action live, definitely make that trip.
Awesome. I hope people come out. Well, it looks like we're just about out of time. So thank you again, Shawn, so much for being here.
Thanks for having me.
And thank you to everyone for tuning in. We hope to see you next time here at The Hub.
Yeah, good talking. Yeah, that was pretty long, I think. Yeah, not bad.